Many years ago, there was a community that lived their life uniquely. These indigenous people are the Ainu of Japan. In this channel, we explored many tribes that traditionally practice facial tattoos. This is the other one. Let's look closer at this society. The Ainu are indigenous people primarily from Hokkaido, Japan's northernmost island, as well as regions like Sakhalin and the Kuril Islands in Russia. They are culturally and physically distinct from their Japanese neighbors and may be descendants of Japan's prehistoric Jomon culture. Besides that, the Ainu language is not related to Japanese or any other known language. It was once oral only, with no writing system. The origins of the Ainu people date back to the Jomon period, which is considered one of the earliest settled cultures in Japan. Ainu culture became more distinct from the 13th century onwards and came into greater contact with Japanese society between the 17th and 19th centuries. One of the most distinguished features of this community is the tattoos that women have, especially on their mouths. Historically, Ainu women practiced tattooing, particularly around the lips, hands, and arms. These tattoos, known as shinyu, were initiated when girls were as young as 5 or 6 years old, starting with a small spot on the upper lip. As they matured, the tattoos were gradually extended to form a more elaborate pattern around the mouth and other parts of the body. There are 3 reasons why they practice tattoos. Protection against evil spirits, symbol of maturity and readiness for marriage, assurance of life after death. The tattoos were thought to ensure that the woman would join her ancestors in the afterlife. The practice of tattooing among Ainu women continued until the late 19th and early 20th centuries. In 1799 and later in 1871, the Japanese government imposed bans on Ainu tattooing as part of assimilation policies. Despite these prohibitions, the tradition persisted clandestinely for some time, but gradually declined. The last fully tattooed Ainu woman is believed to have passed away in 1998. One of the other things associated with Ainu people is their traditional clothing. Ainu clothing is more than just fabric, it's a living expression of their identity, spirituality, and deep connection to nature. The Ainu people of northern Japan wore garments made from the inner bark of trees, known as attus. These hand-woven robes were decorated with bold geometric patterns using dark thread, believed to protect the wearer from evil spirits. Women in particular crafted and embroidered clothing with sacred symbols passed down through generations. Ceremonial outfits were richly adorned, while everyday robes were simpler. Headbands like maten pushi and sapampi were also worn during festivals and rituals. Women who made the clothes were considered guardians of cultural tradition, and the act of sewing itself was sacred. Every part of the clothing process, from gathering bark to sewing, was tied to rituals and respect for nature. Another thing about the Ainu is, for the first time in history, Japan passed legislation that formally recognized the Ainu as an indigenous people of Japan. This law was enacted in April 2019. Better late than never, right? The story of the Ainu is not just a tale of the past, but a reminder of the strength of cultural identity and the importance of preserving traditions. As we learn about the Ainu, we also learn to respect the diversity and richness of the world's indigenous cultures. Thank you for watching, and stay curious. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.